Good morning. A lot has happened, and unfortunately, I lost all of the footage that I had from Denver to now. I just had barely left Denver, which reached Lyman, but I barely reached Lyman because my bus engine stopped getting power to the engine itself. It started sputtering really bad, and it literally inched my way into Lyman at like 5 miles an hour on the shoulder of the road. And I had to spend the night at that gas station because the mechanic opened Monday, and that was Sunday night. And so Monday came around, and they changed my fuel filter. It wasn't that. And honestly, the mechanics were scared shitless of my motor. They don't like a 6.0 international motor. I guess it's really hard to work on, so they didn't really check everything they could have. So they turned me down. I left to another shop. They turned me down. And then George's repair shop in Lyman, thank you, by the way, I went there and had to wait a couple hours for the senior mechanic to get there. But he figured it out so quickly. It was just a sensor that was malfunctioning, and that was the only reason why my engine was shutting off. So it was an easy fix, about $230 to get that done. And then I went on my way. So I drove a couple hours until sundown on Monday night, and then pulled over at a truck stop to get gas and re-up with everything. And then my headlights decided to not turn on at all. And what I ended up doing is, I'll show you. I ended up just tearing off the cover up here because my light switch is down here, and the switch itself, it has power to it, but my lights are not turning on right now. And last night I couldn't really drive without headlights, so I ended up having to stay at that truck stop as well. And this morning I took off probably around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And I have 2 hours to drive to actually get to Gutted. I've been trying my damnedest to make this happen, and I filmed everything I did, and for some reason the data was deleted. So sadly, that cannot be seen. It was really good footage too. But we are on our way. We are alive, and I'm gonna take off now and try to get there. I had to stop at a gas station and recharge my camera battery because it was dead. I wanted to record that and everything, and recharge my phone and make sure that I was set. So we are going to take off and go to Gutted. Here we go. Let's go. Because right now, this is what my rig looks like. Let me show you. It is kind of a mess. All my plumbing's in there. All my electrical is in there. My solar panels. You know, it's we are pretty bare right now. So I just woke up. I'm going to brush my teeth. So I made a fire. We're still at Gutted, and this is the first time that I've made a fire in here. And honestly, I have a lot of my windows cracked because there was actually a lot of smoke in here. I have it vented through my hood right now. You can't see one of my hatches in the bus just because I didn't have an official vent. I made some tea. This fire is pretty hot, and I don't have an official spot for it, so I just kind of put it in the middle of my kitchen on my floor. It was really cold, and I had to, it was really cold. I didn't want to, I needed to test this out before going to the forest to see if it could work, and so far, like I said, there's a lot of smoke, and I know carbon monoxide is an issue. And after this, really, I think if I can get my electrical done while I'm here, hopefully Gutted kind of picks up a little bit. They've been kind of slack-a-lacking on the people that bought into it. If I can get my electrical done while I'm here, I'm probably going to get a little plug-in heater. That might be a little better than doing this. Good morning. So it has been a wild ride since being here at Gutted. The event itself, I have to say, was quite a disappointment. I was under the impression that this was advertised as an event that also helped people build out their rigs, and that's really why I came here. I desperately needed help with my electrical, because I'll be going to the forest after this, as we know, and I really needed to be able to charge my phone, have heat, and just my basics to survive during winter. I've got to say that the event itself has not lived up to that advertisement. It is not up to the par. Everything was very disorganized this year at season 2. It seems like everything is really revolved around the TV show, so if you wanted to come just to witness and pay just to witness it happen, I would say don't have any other expectations other than that. However, I have met some wonderful people here. One in particular we nicknamed Greggles. Thank you. I hope you watch this someday. You are a rock and a wonderful soul. You've really helped me, even just to have a friend around. You're amazing, Greggles. And then other people from across the way. There's a lot of people with great hearts and great souls and come from wonderful places, so truly it feels like just meeting people is what I've gained from being here, which is in itself valuable. So I'm trying to not write off Gutted entirely, and I do believe in the cause and publicity. of this TV show, but I would say do not advertise your event to help people if it's not actually helping people. I have a lot of work to do. Today is the last day.
They both be sitting there.
That's the worst it's gonna look. You're fine. Yeah, once I get the roof rack on
This
there,
is-
they're okay. The real problems in Texas is I don't want to rush through.
If it's here,
Yeah, there's a lot to see.
I think I'd love to go. I know, like,
Is that bright enough?
Yeah, that's
We all
totally bright enough.
we trying to.
Oh, so intensive?
Oh yeah. I don't know if it'll show. You will do
Yeah,
like
it might be
one,
kinda hard.
just
Like
do
a
one
blood
normal, and then we can do one with our tats.
okay, one normal.
Yeah.
Oh, normal. This is normal or not normal?
Oh, is it normal?
Do you have a remote release?
It's actually a video.
That works. Then you can
Alright,
wrap it.
and then one with that.
One with the 10. I was showing it that person.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do whatever you want for the camera. Just be like,
The
Marshmallow gets huge.
Oh yeah, for like Rice Krispie
Doesn't
treats
have
when
the
you
toasted
microwave them.
quality to it,
Because
though.
we did,
No, you don't
had
get
to-
the roll.
one of my students
Yeah.
this summer, we did an
Yeah.
experiment where we took a pizza box, we made it into an oven,
Oh.
made s'mores with it. So we took the pizza box, we did it. We had to do, every 10 minutes you had to go out and do an observation and take notes of what was happening. We go out the first 10 minutes and there's a squirrel trying to get into it. So we moved it on top of my van
Uh-huh.
and
We'll get a good photo. Did it go?
yeah,
Okay. Oh, perfect.
As I left Gooded, I found myself driving slowly, about 25 miles an hour on this back road. The road was damp, the air was cold, and the trees are turning yellow and red. This experience at Gutted was an entry into this next chapter of life. I welcome the cold. I welcome the bugs. I welcome the sun. I welcome days that are unpredictable. For I was not born into this life to be predictable.